Welcome to another Monday music lesson with Floyd Music School. In this episode, and many to follow, Jen and her student, Liam, have chosen to share with you Liam's journey into learning the piano. This lesson will allow you, as the audience, to join Liam as he progresses starting at the very beginning. I want to give a special thanks to Liam for allowing us to share his progress with all of you.
So, last lesson, we played all of your fingers on the white keys. We learned about, or reviewed about, the names of the white keys. Tell me one of the clues to help you remember. What's one of the tricks?
Doghouse.
Doghouse, 2 black key group. All over the piano are doghouses.
Yeah.
Why do we call it the doghouse?
Because there's only 2.
There's 2 black keys, but what does calling it the doghouse help us?
Dog's here.
The D for dog, so everywhere between the 2 black keys is a dog, a D.
And then here is E.
E is on the upside,
And then C is here.
C is on the lower side. Perfect, so we have C, D, E, C, D, E, all the way up, and all the way down. What's special about the 3 black keys? What do we call
It's
that?
Grandma's house.
We call it Grandma's house.
Here's the front door.
Very good, that's F.
Then Grandma, apple pie, and then back door.
Excellent. So we have Grandma's house here, Grandma's house, all the way up.
Oh, I just realized that
All the way down.
I did this.
You did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Front door,
I did.
Grandma, apple pie, back door, cat, dog, elephant. Now we're to another front door for more apple pie. Just kidding. More grandmas and more apple pies. Okay, so we played on the white keys. We started a certain hand position where our thumbs were sharing B. And we did Rain, Rain, Go Away. You put your llama sticker on there.
For
And
a
then,
weird reason.
a weird reason. And then, look at, right? Do you know what that means when you get to the staples in a book?
You're in the dead center.
We are in the dead center. We are halfway through book 1. Way to go. That's so good.
I know, because I am stapled stuff.
You know how to do that? A special staple. Now let's remember about our hands. We don't want to pop our wrist up. Liam, look at me for a minute.
Like this?
If your arm is straight and you're holding a ball or a bubble
It's
and
with
then
the
you lower it.
fingers.
That's right. This stays down and it's this part of your hand that curves up like that. And keeping your wrist down. And sitting up nice and tall is really helpful. Yes. Okay. Let's do Dakota melody. Oh, there's something we need to review. This little scribbly, squiggly F is forte for to play loud.
And then P is for piano.
And the piano in Italian means to play softly. That's correct. That's okay. Let's do it again because we have to review something. We've got quarter notes for 2. There you go. Half note for 2.
It's wrong.
Soft, that's right. Piano, good. Now, G, A for 2, for 2, for 2, rest.
2 does mean repeat.
Repeat, very good. A, funny hat looking thing there? What is that?
I'm a half rest.
Half rest. So a half rest, we count to two quiet, right? 2 beats of quiet or 2 beats of silence, because half rest and half note each get 2 quarter note beats. So you were saying rest, rest, and then we did the repeat. That was really good. Okay, we'll put a sticker on that later, okay? Let's move on. Knock, knock. This is the one you were wanting to do last time we talked about this. Now check your hands. They look a little pancakey again. No pancake fingers, right?
Is it right now?
That looks much better. More like spider legs than pancake. Well, that's a little overly done, isn't it? Oh boy. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Knock, knock, rest. G. Who's there? Rest. Knock, knock, rest. G, G. Who's there? Rest. Repeat. Knock, rest. Who's there? Rest. Knock, knock, rest. Who's there? Rest. You did it. Want to do the duet? Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let me try it. You made a little squiggly face like you weren't sure. Grab your middle B. Grab your B with your
Oh,
thumbs.
here?
Yeah,
Oh.
because you went from here. Just 1 octave isn't that far, is it? It's just 8 notes higher that you're going to start on.
Oh.
Here's your B down here. It's kind of 7 notes, yeah. You're right. All right. You ready? Put your hands and arms. And your shoulders are relaxed. You don't want to play too stiff, right? We'll have a sore neck. You don't want to do that when we're doing the piano. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. Knock, knock, rest. Who's there? Rest. Knock, knock, rest. Who's there? Rest. Repeat. Ready, go. C. Rest. 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 Who's there? Rest. Well done. So sticker number 2. All right,
We
1.
never put a sticker on that one.
I know, we'll do that a little bit later. So right now we turn the page and you know the tune to this song. We've just changed up who are the characters in this song. Old McDonald had a band.
Yeah,
And let's look at the form of it. You're gonna play the first part, and the repeat sign is at the end of the first part.
Oh, I remember.
Remember that? And then we go to the second
Yeah,
page.
we repeat this twice and then we do this once.
That's right.
So.
And we're still in the same position with your thumbs sharing B. And we're still, what's this fancy F mean? Yes, forte. 2. Ready, go. That's right.
Okay.
For two.
E.
That's right. Rest. That's okay. Rest.
I'm just gonna do.
Repeat.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
start all
yeah,
over
I'm
again.
just,
Okay. Three things you're doing really well. Your posture, how you're sitting with your hands and arms in the right position. Second thing you're doing really well is you're keeping your eyes on the music.
When I remember that this is the same, it was easier for me to look from here to right there.
This part of the song is the same as the beginning. You're right. That's exactly right. You picked up on the fact that the first part of Old McDonald Had a Farm, or a band, had a band, is the same as the last part. And there's just a little sandwich something in the middle that's different. What I was going to say was, with your eyes looking at the music, you're driving your piano. Remember we talked about this? Like you're driving your motorcycle or your go-kart or whatever in the right direction because you're looking at what's coming up next. If you're looking down, you might get lost because you're not looking ahead to see what's coming up next. And that's really important when you're learning to read music, that you're actually reading the music, and you're doing a really good job of that.
Can we do the duet?
I would love to do the duet, but I said there was 3 things that you were doing great, and I've only told you 2. You want to know what the other one is? You're counting very well. Your rhythm and your timing is very consistent. Sometimes you forget that the half note gets 2, but you usually get back to it, and your timing is just very even.
Could you use the pedals on this?
We could, but we don't want to. We don't need to. All right. For this one, guess what? You're going to move up. I'm going to see if you can figure this out. You're going to move up 2 octaves. So if you were here, this is where we were. Perfect. Good, Liam. Very nice. Do you want a little more bench?
No.
You're okay. Okay, I don't want you to end up on the floor.
I'd be fine if I was like all the way here.
We'd have a blooper reel.
Yeah.
The blooper reel with Liam on the floor. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, ready, go.
Is it bad if I like lift my finger up and do that?
To hit it a little harder? Oh, it's not bad. I do want you to keep your thumb up there, though. Because remember we talked about if you let your thumb drop, Your hand goes flat. So I want you to keep your sticky little thumb right up here. So that was a really good duet. That was almost like we'd practiced it. And we hadn't. That was really very well done. You kept your eyes looking at the music. You read it. We worked it out together. So 3 stickers coming your way, pal. Now, new stuff. You took a deep breath because today is the day. We're going to start learning about lines and spaces. And lines and spaces together make the staff that the music notes rest on. What were you going to say?
At my school, my music teacher made something that you can remember. It's like how all of the ones, like it's every great burger deserves fries, so you can stuff your face.
Oh, and I like that. So I'm old-fashioned, and I learned a long time ago it was every good boy does fine, and then face is right. But that's for the right hand. That's the treble clef. There's a whole other staff just for your left hand, and those lines and spaces are different. So piano's pretty cool. You're going to be learning to read 2 different lines and spaces, 2 different staffs, and putting them together at the same time is what makes piano so special and so
But
cool.
I could be playing like both of these.
Yes, eventually. Let's look at the back of the book here. So this book doesn't have you go into playing at the same time, but you're reading right hand and left hand both together at the same time.
Oh wait, so is this where I have? Oh,
So we're remember
Can I see that for a second?
we're
I
only
wanna try
halfway through, so let's not do this
that.
yet.
Yeah,
We're only halfway through, and we're just today going to start lines and spaces. And I think what we'll do is we'll do a little bit on this page, and then we'll take a break and then come back into it and talk about the names of the notes on the lines and spaces. Okay? So 5 lines makes 1 staff, and those 5 lines create 4 spaces. Now in music, on the piano, reading the music, if you were playing the guitar, it's the same thing. We talk about going from the bottom up. So the first line is the bottom line, and the top line is the 5th line, and the bottom space is the first space, and the top space is the 4th one. So we have to think bottom to top. Okay.
And what my music teacher taught us, because like I've told you, we're doing recorders at the moment, and if it's like one that's like outside of it, she says we shouldn't do it. Cause like she says that can probably be hard sometimes.
I have a question for you. This is a little bit of math, and it's a little bit of science, because you're going to be using your brain to think about this, because we haven't talked about it yet. Do you remember how many keys I told you are on the piano? A full-size piano. 88 keys. Now, I just told you there's 5 lines and 4 spaces.
5 times 88.
No, listen to it for a second. 5 lines and 4 spaces. That makes 5 line notes plus 4 space notes. How many notes is that? So only at one time on one staff can we look at 9 notes. But there's 88. So if I needed to write out more notes that are up high or down low, I have to draw more lines to make more spaces and lines. We'll talk about that. We're not going to worry about that yet. Just 9 notes on the staff for your right hand and 9 notes on the staff for your left hand are plenty for now. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think so too. Let's take a break for a minute, and then we'll come back, and I want to get into what the names of them are, okay? Does that seem good, Josh? Yeah?
That's
okay.
good. Unless you want to say, next lesson, we'll...
Yes, let's do that. So next lesson, we're going to actually start to learn the names of the notes on the lines and spaces. Every line and every space on the staff has a very unique and only one note attached to it. That's what's cool. So when you look at a line, you'll know what note that is. When you look at a certain space, it's a certain note on the piano. And that's where we're going to have to use some brain power. Yeah, you'll get it. Okay, that's coming up.